Hey everybody, it's John Riley. It's my buddy Scott. He helps me out.
How you doing?
He's in U.S. Marine Corps for 5 years. Now he's raking leaves. No, he's helping me drag branches. Anyhow, this is a 404 chain that I use for cutting stumps and shit down in the dirt. As you can see, the tooth is beat up. I'm just gonna make a quick video on what I feel you have to do. Anywhere the tooth is rounded or rolled off, you have to cut all that off. Because anywhere the tooth is pitched over, it won't cut. So what I'm using is a 1/4 inch file, which they consider a 404 file. See, 1/4 inch Oregon? You have to buy Oregon when it comes to 1/4 inch because Woodland Pro doesn't make it. Then I use a 3/16 Woodland Pro made in Sweden. And these files are pretty nice, man. I gotta tell you, I really like them. As I go one direction with one and I go another direction with another. So the 1/4 inch file, I'm gonna go your traditional way just to get rid of the beat up part of the tooth. And part of the reason I don't use a machine because I definitely don't want to change the temper of the metal. And I know if you have a diamond stone, it won't do that. But I don't have a diamond stone or even a machine for that matter. Actually, I do have a machine. I'll show you what I use it for. I know I jump from one thing to another because I'm fucking bipolar. But anyway, I've been sharpening this, my bandsaw blades. I'm trying out my old chainsaw sharpener on it, you know, because that's the only way you could do these. And it feels like they're coming out pretty good, but we'll see, because I'll be damned if you don't always hit a screw or a nail or something in this freaking wood. And we just hit a major screw. Look at this big old rotted spot. But anyway, this is Florida Slash. This is excellent, excellent wood. So I've been milling up all this stuff to get, you know, to kind of consolidate it or whatever you want to say. But anyway, back to the chain really quick. I'm going to give Scott the camera and I'm going to file. But let me see if I can't find that screw. Here it is. This was in the wood, man. And we had to gorge out like this much. It was down that low because it broke off. That much of it broke off. So we dremeled it out with an aggressive Dremel. I'll show you what I used. I know, I'm Barney Fifing you guys again. We use this big old sucker, man, to hog out the wood with the big ass Milwaukee drill. So to go around and around and around to try to do the least amount of damage because I already had it squared up. I was like, son of a bitch, I don't want to lose all that wood. But anyway, you can see all the metal that's coming off this chain. I'll give Scott the camera. If you probably stand like right over here and just zoom in on the tooth without hanging your Tootsie Rolls over the edge. Okay. I'm gonna sharpen this. All right, so can you see it? This 1/4 inch Oregon file. I'm not pressing low. I'm kind of staying high, and I'm not pressing hard either. So I'm not trying to wear out the file. All I'm gonna do is just get rid of all the undesirable metal. So I'm not worried about hook or any of that shit right now. I'm just worried about cleaning the tooth up to where it's no longer got a rounded edge. Because I was cutting down into some areca stumps that had rocks and sand and shit. All right, so I had to get rid of that much of the tooth just to make the tooth normal again. All right, now you might have to come around this side and stand right here if you catch me. Now this is the 3/16 file that you normally do 3/16 Pico chain width. So I'm going into the tooth now. See what I'm doing? I'm filing directly straight into the tooth, which is kind of my thing. I'm sure other people do it too, but it's mostly my thing. This is what I'm going ahead after I get rid of all that dead shit, and I just kind of go into the tooth. Now, even though this tooth, can you see that tooth? Mm-hmm. Even though that tooth is tiny, that side plate and that top plate, and it's semi-chisel, but it is 404. This chain is still excellent. It'll go through hardwood. If you set the rakers right, you don't take them too low, it'll just drop through the hardest wood like it's nothing. Because all the teeth are gonna be like razor sharp, and all of the tooth is gonna work. The side plate's gonna work, the top plate is laid back really sharp. I always say it's like a way to square file with the round file, which it's not true because the only way to square file is with a square file, but you get more of the tooth sharper with, you know, by going into the tooth, I feel. And that's that. Thanks for watching, everybody.